And we're live. I'll give a couple of minutes or a couple of seconds for people to start joining in. So this is our shop. This game is obviously called the Car Mechanics Simulator 2018. I'm not sure how many iterations this is since the beginning of the franchise. I guess it'd be pretty easy to find out. But I picked this up last week, and I've been playing it pretty much obsessively. I've always been very hands-on. I have a woodworking shop in my garage. I got a pretty decent sized garage in the back, and I've always explored many hobbies there. And one of the hobbies that I have not dove into yet is mechanic. So car mechanics and restoring. I love restoring old tools, and I have another actually a bushcraft channel that has quite a few projects as well. And so this game has allowed me to dive into this section of my interest that, like, in a pretty kick-ass way. So let me break it down. You start the game with basically where this track is, like that was a wall, and you have one little garage and one place to bring in a car, and then you have one lift and none of this stuff. It was just like a little section here. So there is a lot to cover in the game, but basically I'm not going to go through I'm not going to try to explain every little detail, but the premise is basically there's the cars that you want to work on and the customers bringing in orders. Let's just bring in an order. The menus are very I'm using my keyboard and mouse here, but you can tell it's pretty much made for a controller. So we have our inventory, and we have part notes, the tablet. So it's pretty neat. You actually have to go to a computer when you start in order to get this kind of section. When you need new parts, you have to order them online. That's the beginning. You have to order everything online, and then once you get to a certain, as you do orders, you level up, and you get access to new equipment, which is like this repair bench. I have nothing to repair right now. When you click on this, I can actually repair the parts that I get off of the car. So the best way to show you this game would be to take a new order. There's this car here that's a pretty big order. Let's just take a simple one. Yeah, so these are the customer orders requesting your assistance. So this is a Royal Crown. The card names are somewhat close to real card names, but I guess probably the royalty stuff they don't want to do. So here they're saying poor brake performance and repair damaged body panels. That's not too bad. So you take the order, and that pops into your garage. So for the panels, I could fix it right here, but for the brake panels, I'm going to want to put it on my lift. So I've been grinding this game for last little bit, and so I'm going to move over car lift B. It popped it over there. So now I can lift it up. So yeah, as I grind through the orders is the best way to get XP. So if you look on the top right hand corner, you get the XP bar up there, and as those XP, as you do jobs, each job is about 100 XP. Whether or not it's a long job or a short job, you get 100 XP, and the XP opens this lovely thing. So you got a nice sense of progression. Each of these things are like faster removing parts. This is where I was expanded to get my repair bench. You can get some extra stuff. Anyway, you'll see as we go along. So this guy is complaining. I can check the order. He's complaining that poor brake performance, and he wants me to repair damaged body parts, body panels. So here it also tells you what the minimal, what's the minimum percentage of parts that I can use. For the body parts, I can't fix body parts yet, so I'm gonna always have to buy new ones anyway. So right now if I look at this, I know that there's a bunch of stuff I have to replace and fix, but I don't know what. Now we can put it up on the lift. So there's two heights to this. The first height is basically to access the engine, and the second height is, of course, to access the underside. So once I'm here, I can take off one of these wheels, and it's each bolt. You can take off every little part. All of this stuff is like, all these parts are removable. Like you can gut the entire thing. You have to rebuild the engine. But the game guides you really well, because here, I don't know if you don't know anything about cars. Like I want to take this off, but you can't. It tells you that you have to take that part first, so it's guiding you. And what's really funny is that it seems complicated, but I actually play this game with my kids, because I point them in the right direction, and then they look for with this on with the mouse, and they look for a green part. Oh, that one. Okay, I can click this and take that off. And the same goes when after I repair it or to get the replacement parts. I just do this, and it highlights the part, like the next part to put back on. So if I wanted to put back the brakes, I could put back his crappy brakes, and they just look for the next like ghost image. So they just click around here, and they're 5 years old, so like they know how to use the mouse at this point, and they put the wheels back on. And I'm putting this back on because I'm going to show you. You don't need to look for each part manually. I can actually bring this down and use one of the sections of my upgraded shop, which is the test path. So I can pick this up and say send to test path, which like automatically puts it over here. It's another section of the shop. So this is like, there's tests. This first test here tests the brakes, and then this one here tests the shocks. So all I gotta do is pop into this test. Graphics are pretty nice. So I push the gas and then hold the brake, and then it starts testing the strength of those brakes. So you see the front brakes left and right. And this gonna test the back brakes. Okay. So we're going to do this quick job, repair this guy's car, and then make a bit of money. And I'll show you the much funner side of this, because this is basically the grind. Like you're doing jobs to get more XP and access to a bit of money. But so here, once this test thing is done, it evaluated all these parts that have to do with this test. So it's testing the parts that are associated to the braking system, and the parts that are associated to the the suspension. So here it's giving me the parts that are bad. So I didn't have to go through and remove every single wheel and check the part, because until I remove it from the car, I don't know which one is actually broken. So I'm gonna move this back over the lift, and I'll show you what that does. So it makes the job a lot faster. Now when I pick it up, so now when I look at the job, there's stars here. So now all the parts, except for this one, which I think I know what it is, I now have these stars. Like once I've identified the part to change, it becomes kind of like a checklist. So as soon as I go into it, now I know exactly which wheel. So this wheel's fine. I could have started that and I could have wasted my time looking into this. But so this one, no surprise, we saw that it was all rusted. And the damage system, or basically the condition of each part, even if it's a fiberglass part or if it's rustable or not, it's represented in rust. So you see how this nice and clean the engine is? If I would check this engine block, it would be probably like 90 to 95% perfect, because there's very little rust on it. And these ones, so you know what you have to fix based on how rusty the part is. But there's a lot of parts in the engine. So here I'm done with this one, so I can just get right over there. I got a little bug here. That's the first time I've ever seen that. Like the screws weren't aligned with the holes. So I could take off this, so I'm done with that one. And as you level up, you get faster screw removal and faster part removal. So that's it. That's the braking system. I can actually bring it down. I'm pretty sure it's the ABS controller. That's usually what screws up with the brakes. So if I come in here, I'm checking for... Get out of you. Yeah, there you go, right here. ABS module, so your anti-lock brakes. There, it's all rusted. Everything else looks pretty clean. So when I come out of here, so basically I can go into my menu and see braking. So these are the parts that I took off. Though I was in the middle of another repair, so I do have some extra parts from this car. Usually I clean up my inventory after every job so that I don't get confused. So let's go over to the repair bench and see what we can salvage. Because the more you salvage, so here I got this above 75%, which we checked a while ago. So I don't need to click again, because this is a percentage thing. I think I just got that to 100%. That's 79. So in your level up tree, up here is the skills for repairing stuff. So at the beginning, like, you have a 55% chance. So you saw me click on the part, and it kind of like brought the progress bar a little bit. That means I repaired it a bit, and I have 55% chance of repairing it. If you fail that check, it actually breaks the part. So then you have to buy it. You have to buy the new one anyway. So yeah, you're not the client. So as you level up here, I'm up to 85%, so I have a really good chance of being able to salvage the parts. So we up to 95%, and you can repair body parts. So here, this is the body panels. I can't wait to have that. But here, I can repair up to 95% chance of repairing the stuff. So now, when we look at the braking, I got this part. Oops, don't sell it. I got this part that I don't need to buy, and I think we fixed at least another one anyway. I'm going to sort these by name so they're all together. So now to fix this job, I know that I need to get an ABS module and one brake disc and a ventilated brake disc. So I can either walk over to the computer, or another upgrade that we get through skills is the tablet. So the tablet basically just gives you an access to the internet directly. So here I will click into the brakes section, so we have a lot less stuff to look at, and I pick up an ABS module, which is very expensive, and I actually was talking so I didn't notice what we needed. So this is gone. We need one more brake caliber. No, these are good. We only have three things to fix. So we have one brake, one ventilated, and one brake pad. Oops. One of these, and one of these. So to finish up the job, or at least the brake section of the job, we'll go back here, put this stuff back together. So I love the fact that it's so realistic. Like there's things missing, like certain wires in the engine that doesn't there, but this is actually what a car brake looks like for this type of, like, the cylinder. Like, you go on your car and look at this, and it's like that's the parts. Like they did a really good job, you know, making us feel like we're actually taking this stuff apart. Some cars have drum engines in the back, drum brakes. These are 4-disc brakes, but so I gotta mount the part. Like I said, we're just gonna do this quick job, and then we're gonna head over to an area that we unlocked called the junkyard, and that's where the I find the you go see, like, it's a random generation of what generates, like, what spawns in the junkyard. You can find some real beaters, and we can restore an entire beater into a fully functioning car and make a crap ton of money. So that's what we're gonna do in this stream. We'll do an entire restoration. Well, everything I can and restore, anyways. So now that we did this, I right-click and go back into the job screen and we see, oh, these things have been replaced, so we're all good. And the last thing I didn't install is the ABS module that we purchased, so I can put the back on. Oh, I have to go over the right section. The interface is probably what takes the most time to get used to, like clicking and the. Like I said, I've been playing this pretty much without stop for last week or so, so I'm starting to get pretty quick to click around. All right, so we got the status. So we finished the brake performance issue. Now we're down to the body panel. So he wants a new right door, a new left fender, front bumper, rear bumper. Okay, let's start with the bumpers and the right door. So, first thing I gotta do, Royal Crown. I gotta check the brand of the car. Then I can go into the tablet and head over. We were in the parts main shop, and there's all these different parts. Like each of these labels, stores, if you will, have specific functionality. So this is for the rims, tires. I haven't gotten to these yet. I'm not level high enough, but like there's like performance and race tuning and all kinds of jazz. License plates, interior, so like seats and stuff like that, and then we have the body shop. So here, the most efficient way to do this is simply type in the brand of the car. Oh, there seems to be multiple Royals. Crown. There we go. Crown. Royal. Alright, oh, but Crown. There you go. Oh, I'm missing the E. Alright, so these are all the parts for the Crown. So we said front bumper, rear bumper, and I think, no, I can't remember if it's the right door or front door. So, oops. Rear right door, front left fender. So we got the bumpers. Rear right door, front left fender. Rear right door and front right fender. I think that's right. It sucks when you buy something you don't need to because they're extremely expensive. Front bumper, we got that. Front right door window and rear right door window. Okay, so both right windows. Right window, right window. Now we start taking off the damaged parts, which is just holding down. I think it was this door. Oh, this is the left door. Gotta take out the bumper and the right door and the right fender, I believe. So then we can go into the assemble mode and we get our new part. I don't have a paint shop, which is what I'm grinding towards now. And I say grinding because it is, though it is very fun grinding. So, I didn't buy this one, but did we need to? Okay, so front left fender, and front bumper. Okay, we didn't replace bumper. Front bumper. Got that one, so front left fender. Front left fender. I think he got a new right fender for free. Though I think the clients pay for it if you replace certain things that need to be replaced that didn't necessarily get asked, which alright, so front right door window, front right door window. I believe we already bought it, so all we have to do is put it up. And we're done. Okay, so that was somewhat like at the middle of the ground. There's some really fast orders too. So when you look at the XP here, I'd rather look here. So I spent $2,400 on this particular job. I got a nice little bonus, and the payout is for 46. So we got $2,200 for this job. Not big, huge money, but not bad for a couple minutes. And so as soon as I click on finish order, we'll get a nice little XP boost. Car's incomplete, left front license plate. Okay, so because we've replaced the bumper, it automatically removes the license plate. Just got to see, where is this license plate? Oh, there we go. Right, and finish. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna go check my points. I didn't get any points. So that's a job. Some of them, like I said, some of them are longer. They're usually longer ones are the ones that pay more. So if you come to the garage door, you got this awesome little map. As you do jobs, you get these like kind of treasure maps that are barn finds. They're pretty cool. You actually, let's go to one now. Just simply, this is not what I wanted to show, but I can show quickly, just to show the this part of the game. It's really neat. So it's as if somebody posted a I got shit in my barn. Come check it out. So these barns. Oh, wow! This is a really small barn. Usually it has like several cars at once. So they have these at least one car in each of the barns. So here I can kind of look at it. There's skills. Right now I have skill that I automatically examine like 9 parts. So if I'm familiar with this car, I can tell. Okay, there's the air filter, the battery, drive shaft, some of the mufflers there in the drive shaft. So you can tell maybe this is a good value because most of the engine, I think the whole engine is on. We even have the fuel filter, the alternator. So this is a pretty complete car. Just missing a hood. So here we check for the price. Like 18,000 is ridiculously high, but this is a Mazda RX-3. So this is the part of the randomness. This is the first time I've seen a Mazda. Does it have a turbo? Brake plugs, wheel hub. It doesn't look like it has a turbo, but no, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there because screw it. So there's also these little junk piles that you can pick up. I will look through the junk piles. This is great. Depending on the part you find, you can find really cheap parts for the things that these gearbox. Awesome find. I can repair these and either use them myself or sell them for a nice little profit. While we're here, oh, look at that! Let's see how much these engine heads are usually at over $1,000. So let's see how much they charge us. So 400 bucks to steal for like a pretty much perfect engine head for an i3. It's a small car. So I'll buy the parts, and let's go to the junkyard. Junkyards are where it's at. I'll see if there's any interesting cars in the junkyard. We will check that out, but then there's also the auction house. I bought one car at the auction house, but nothing really too exciting. We can go check out. So let's go to the junkyard. We have a whole lot of barns and car auction. We can go to the racetrack. Once you built up a car, you can actually take it out in the test track, off-road track, or racetrack. And there's also the abandoned airport, which means it's like a wide open space with no walls to hit, so you can just give her shit. So every time you go visit someplace, it's going to cost you a little bit of money. Let's go see what we can find. Which is one of the addicting things about this game, because the RNG makes it like you never know. You never know. So here's the junkyard. More piles, just like the barn. There's these piles of junk that we can search. So I'm gonna take a walk around, see what the game. That's a bad start. Okay, there's sometimes a car here, sometimes a car there. I've seen actually 2 cars there as well. Hopefully they give us something. Did pay $500 to get here. Wow. Nothing. Oh, what is this? Like an old Camaro. A bolt roulette. Okay. 8,000. And it doesn't seem to have much. Yeah, see, like the engine block's completely cleaned out. Like whatever. Let's see what generator over here. Okay. Like a Corvette. Yeah, Reptilia is Corvette. 300 horsepower. V8 06P. See what's condition. Again, the engine's pretty stripped down. Not a lot of parts come with it. Most of this is complete and utter garbage. But I think I might actually have this engine block already. It's a nice convertible. Hey man. Alright, let's keep looking around. I don't think there's gonna be anything else though. Oh, here we go. Katagiri Katsumoto. The heck is this? Like a sedan. 7,000. 100 horsepower. Just like a family sedan. Nothing too exciting there. Okay, so what do you guys feel like doing more? Getting one of these rust buckets up and running, or going to check out the auction? Auction, you get newer cars. We can kind of soup up. I can pick up a couple of junk things here while you guys think about it. Gearbox. I can repair that. I can't repair everything. So rust bucket or auction? I didn't find anything really super here, so I don't think we're gonna buy something here. We can always leave and come back. Alright, let's go. Buy parts. So this is like 200 bucks, something like that. I just picked up a couple of parts. Usually I leave with like 30 or 40 parts that I can come back and fix up. We're gonna go to the repair bench quick, get rid of those, and then put them away. That big noise is bad. There you go. Fix all those up. And here's my warehouse. So this is your standard or your full inventory. I got lots of stuff I picked up from the from jobs and trips to the junkyard. Problem is, I don't remember which ones of these are for the jobs. Leave those. I think those are the major ones. Alright, so let's go to the auction. See what's there. So the auction house is $200, but you have to like bid with a computer. Okay, so Bolt Chapman. I'm not buying any old crap unless there's like something really special. Ooh, Jeeps. Okay, okay. That looks like in pretty good condition already. What else we got here? Delray Custom. This actually, I think it's a nice car. I got another Jeep at the shop. Yeah, okay. 18,000. Ow. Ow. Oh! Seriously. What is this? Turbocharged dinky car. Okay, great. Awesome. Okay. I mean... Dan. This looks like in pretty darn good shape, but it's already 60,000. I don't see much we can do with that. Oh my god, seriously. No. Look at this thing. Okay, let's go back to the junkyard. So you saw the concept of the auction, as soon as if I would have saw something I liked, then we would have clicked on like start auction, and then it just like it goes through this little mini game of like raise, 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 and you see the other ones bid on it, and eventually you get it and you pay for it. Once you get it, you can choose to bring it back to the garage. So let's go back to the junkyard, because I particularly find the junkyard is the best place to get awesome value. That last one was the body was perfect, which I mean might have been a good thing considering that we can't touch the body. I can repair the panels, but I can't paint them yet. Oh my goodness! I mean, we could take like a real beater. Interior. Oh wait, bolt Reptilia. Oh, same one. Okay, so we have another chance to get this Reptilia S. We'll see what other one. Do a quick run around. The point is to buy something that's in a really crappy shape so that you can make it better. Because if you buy something that's almost perfect, then there's not much you can do to it to make money. What's this? A Bolt Hellcat. Kind of cool. 8,000. Huge engine. I think we'll go with the Bolt S. It's almost seems like fate. It's generated twice for us. So nothing too exotic though, but let's give this a shot. All right, we're gonna take this rust bucket. That definitely does not run. We're missing quite a few parts. All right, buy the car. 15 grand for this thing. Okay, so I'm gonna keep track of this. We paid 15,060 for this, and my current money is 108, so we can keep track of how much we spent. 108,382. Buy the car. Ship it to the garage. Alright, so I guess there's no point to go through all the junk again. So we gotta get this rust bucket into the shop, and we'll start taking it apart. It's gonna change too, like the paint job goes on. Oh, it didn't change much. Sometimes I bought something and I'm like, oh, look at all the paint, it's nice. Okay, not this one. Lifter A. Get this on lift. First thing we're gonna do is strip it. Oh, just look at, there's not even a panel there. What's on this? Lights, bumper, lights, lights. There's like two different colors there. Get the trunk off this thing. There's no trunk? The hell? Oh. License plate. Bumper. Yeah, there's no trunk. Okay. I think we have to take the transmission off. So I'm gonna put the engine on this stand so that we have full access to it. And I believe we have to take the transmission off first, so otherwise, how would the engine come out? Engine's usually the more interesting thing, so let's do that. Drivetrain. Oh, the rust! Okay, we can leave the rest of that on. I think the only other reason I can't take it out, couldn't take it out, is if there would be any pipes attached to it, which there's not. Bring that thing back down, and this is our engine crane. Move it to lift. Oh, moved to the wrong one. Now, pull this baby out. Excellent. Now it's like in our inventory basically, and I can load it onto this thing. So here's our engine. It is. Oh, come on, there. All right. So we gotta strip this thing completely. So now it's just an exercise. You learn these engines a bit as you take them apart, but you're basically just looking for the next piece that's green. So we have a nice 8-cylinder engine. Wow, there's not even any parts on it. I'm not gonna take that out now. There's so many missing parts in this. Okay, distributor. Let's get this alternator 16B. You gotta remember 16B. Water pump. I can so imagine me doing this in my own garage. I want to take this thing out apart in real life, sand it down, clean it up, and figure out a way to get this thing to run. It seems like so much fun to me. We're getting there. Getting there. I think we're pretty much it for... Oh, we have to take apart this transmission. Alright, now I want to turn it over. Oh, this thing's in lovely shape. It was missing 2 pistons. Yeah, you gotta do every little part. Like, there's so much detail in this. It's dumbed down a little bit. You know, obviously you can't do everything. We'd be here but it's. I was actually watching a stream by a guy, something Moose, Mr. Moose, I think. And it seems like he's an actual mechanic, and he was playing this game, and he was saying how realistic this is. So we've moved everything up, even up to the engine block. So now our engine is technically still there, like the object is there, but now everything's like out of it. The container's empty. So the first thing I want to do is come to my repair bench and see what I can salvage. So now we got this drivetrain. I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna click. Usually, if I'm doing a job for somebody else and that they said, well, I'll accept a condition up to like 66 or 50, then I would stop with this part, because the next time I click on it, I have a chance of breaking it. See, there it went all the way up, so it's fine. But since I'm trying to resell this, basically, I either want to get it completely 100%, or I want to buy a new one anyway. So when I come back here, I'll go into the engine section, and some of this stuff has nothing to do with the car we're working on now. I know that, like, this... Oh, actually, this is a good one. Might actually be a coincidence that we have the same engine in the client's car as our own, but we'll steal his parts, it's okay. So, first thing I want to do is I'm going to see, did we save the engine block? Ha! Awesome. That's like the most important, that's like the most expensive thing. So we just repaired that completely. I'm going to sell the junk and not worry about keeping track of all these things. So sell junk. Bam. And I'm going to get rid of everything else that's not 100%. We will buy all this stuff. There. So everything else is 100%. This is what we're going to be able to reuse. That's not much, is it? Alright, let's go start putting it together. Oh, a nice, shiny, new... Look at that! Alright, so we got 8 pistons. Remember, we need to put the pistons in first thing. Oh, did we lose the crankshaft? We did. Okay, so we need a crankshaft OBHC. Sometimes I'll buy like the one-off OVHC. OHVC, I'm like dyslexic. OHVC. There you go. I know we didn't have an oil pen to begin with, so might as well buy that. And crankshaft. Hold on a second. And the cat just knocked something down. I was like, what the? Somebody upstairs? Okay, where were we? Let's go see. Got this in there. And okay, so we need. Okay, the piston with Concord, so 8 of those with the rings that go with it. Piston. You don't need to know anything. I didn't know anything about mechanics, mechanical doohickeys before playing this game. And as you do jobs, you kind of learn what parts go together for those systems. We're gonna need some new rod caps. We got probably 4 or 5 of those crankshaft bearing caps. So cap. And I believe 6 of those because I think I saw 2 of them. So it's nice that interface gives us like this is the main part and this is the part associated to it. And so once we get this running, even with all the rust and the body and everything, once we get this engine running and we change up the suspension and put in the brakes and whatever else we need, oil up, put the oil back in the engine, we can take this out for a test spin, and this should be a beast. So we'll take it out to the airport and let her see how she runs. Get these bearing caps. I think I bought one too many because I'm using these all the time in repairs. The way I play this, like right now, I didn't know how this was going to play out with the stream, whether or not it was going to be interesting, and I guess it depends on your level of interest. I find this game actually quite fun to watch. Like I've watched several other streamers, and if you're at all interested in cars or engines or how things work, I find this game just so fascinating. Alright, so we got all these still working parts, and now we can put the old pan on we just bought. Screw. Now we can turn the engine over. This way. And start working it from the top. So we're probably going to start putting the cam shaft here. Alright, so camshaft, OHVC. Nice. I love it. That's why when you find a car and the engine is whole and you're at this point of the game where like 75% I think I was at for the repairs, like I've rebuilt the engine almost completely without buying a thing, other than some like spark plugs and these rods and stuff. So alright, so we got OVH manifold, OHVE and OHVC for camshaft. Usually they're quite in line with each other, but camshaft OHVC, if I'm remembering correctly. I screw this up all the time. Crap. The other one was. I was gonna put this on. Nice, I didn't screw it up. Intake manifold OHVE. OHVE. And I might or might not need these specific parts. Well, no, like I would love to be able to just like buy this whole thing because I know that I don't have these. But as you saw, they mix and match. Some engines are like OHVC. It's like OHVC everywhere. And these names are, other than the fact that it says engine head, that's a real thing. But like OHVD is probably not a thing. It's most likely just the developer's way of categorizing different parts. Intake, so OHVE carburetor, they are OHVE, okay, both 2 of the C's and 1 of the B, OHVE. And oh, wait, I should try to put it on, eh? I don't think these were there, though. Nothing, okay. OHVE. Oh, okay, this one. Okay, so I know this is the middle one, so I need 1 of those and 2 of those. Most likely, the rest of those parts we will need to buy. At least it saves my search. Engine's coming along nicely. So many parts. Love all these freaking details. Okay, here we go. OHV, yeah. So I'll buy the rest. So, the top, bottom, and the air filter. Oh, shiny! Ignition coil. Manifold we don't have. Let's go see OHVD and ignition. Let's go check the parts. Usually I take the time to like search. OHV. Let's see what we got here. See, this is good. Let's just take all these OHV and we'll see what we got. We probably wasted a bit of money there. Nothing there. Oh, that's the same part. No ignition. Cap. OHV. Oh, camshaft. There we go. Awesome. Timing chain. OHVF. Filter V8, I believe I have. Excellent. Fuel filter. No fuel filters. I don't have a flywheel. Alright, so I need 2 of these. Manifold OHVD. OH. 2 of these. And we'll keep it there. Oh good, there's the cap rack. I'll spare you guys. Okay, there's the spark plugs popping up. Yeah, so once I get these pins in, that's probably the most annoying part just because they're so small and picking up the engine. Alright, so we need 8 spark plugs and these ones are OHVF push rods. OHVF. So we'll need, there seem to be a lot more than that. So I think it's like 4H16, I believe. It's very expensive anyways. I can't remember. I think this is the right timing chain too. See that in a second. Oh no, OHV. No, wait. I looked at the wrong part. Yeah, it was the right part. Awesome. Nice, and that's a special one. I got off in a kind of a loot crate type thing that you can't buy. There's no microtransactions in this game. Pulley. Okay, so let's go put our pins in since we already bought those. They're over here. 2, 3. This is where the skills come in. The level up in skills, because like when they say faster installation, it's the like the timing of how fast that part goes in when I start holding down the mouse. So now I'm waiting like, I don't know, a second, I guess. But you can get down to half a second. That means you're putting things together and taking things apart a lot faster. So these pins, as the pistons go up and down, it pushes these up into this and does something. Okay, so I'm gonna need rocker arms, V8 OVH. I wish there was a better way to like make a list, because I can right click here, go into the part notes, and then put in my to do, which means that once I get out, oh crap, I didn't, oh, I guess I marked it down. Once I'm in the store, I can click into my shopping list and there, but there's no way to like say click on that and then it searches it. So it's like, it's as if you have your notepad beside it. So I guess it's trying to go for realism. OVHVD, these rocker arms, I need 2. And this is most likely the one I need for, this is the cover for the spark plugs. We might as well buy the spark plugs. So 8 of those. I think it's 8. Should be 4 on each side. Those rocker arms on it. Those are big screws. Holy shoot. Cover. Nice. We recovered that. Repaired that. Yeah. So that was 4. It's a gorgeous engine. Oops. Get away. Rocker arm. Oh, we don't have the other one. Okay, so this is the head cover B, OVHD. OHVD. Cover B. How many times have I bought the wrong part? Wasted. Like, it's not bad with these. I think that was like $200 or whatever. But when I buy the wrong engine head at $1,200, I'm eating into my profit quite a bit. So yeah, I'm really interested in seeing what we're gonna get out of this. Ignition, distributor ignition, and filters. Let's go see what we got in the garage, in the warehouse. Filter. Oh, not filter. Filter. Nothing. Ignition. Don't need those. So, filter. We already have a fuel filter. Or rather, we have the oil filter. I don't think we have a fuel filter, and something cap. What was that again? Damn it. Ignition coil. Coil B, and ignition distributor cap, and probably this one. Ignition cap. Yay! B, and fuel filter. We'll get to the gearbox in a second. So these are the wires that we bought earlier. So that connects the spark plugs to the ignition cap. And do we have a pump? Okay, no, we saw that we didn't have a pump. OVHC and crankshaft pulley OVH. So water pump OVHC. Oh, yeah, the yellow one. And crank shaft pulley OVH. Water pump pulley, okay. Crankshaft pulley we got. What about these things? Okay. I thought we got rid of all those red parts. So arm B, OBHC, OBHC arm A, and water pump. Water pump, this one. And OHV, C, arm A, arm B. Hey, Wisebird, what's going on, man? We're just rebuilding an old muscle car. I did play some EFT with Solo Sibo. Played about an hour and a half earlier. Alternator. Yay! You got the alternator already. Save that money. This will definitely not have. So, OHVC, Serpentine Belt B. Oops. Serpentine Belt B. And Belt A. I didn't want to buy it, just in case. Didn't need it. Look at how pretty that. Oh, we gotta need a radiator fan B. Radiator fan B. Oh, look at that thing, man! It looks so freaking powerful. Okay, flywheel. If I look at my inventory under gearbox, we have nice. We got 2 gearboxes. Great. We need flywheel, clutch, release, and plate. Okay. Gearbox here. Flywheel. And that's it. So, I guess we could put this together here. We're about to put it back, the engine back into the car. And we're going to move on to the suspension. Okay. Pretty neat, right? We got all the parts in the engine. Nothing else is white. I didn't forget anything. Oh, yeah, we got our caps. So clip, I definitely don't have those. No. Okay. Clip B. There we go. Take this baby out. Take off. And here's our rust bucket. Alright. Install our brand new shiny engine in our piece of crap car. So, let's continue this gutting process. Whatever's rusted now. Why? I want to see iron. There we go. Get rid of this brake servo. Battery's gotta be crap too. So that's the engine out. Yeah! that would be pretty neat if they put in vehicle. Well, they're gonna be putting vehicles in the EFT, but yeah. We'll be getting rid of these mags. Ball bearing, wheel hub. This needs to go. There's just like literally nothing on this car that we can keep. That that we're gonna keep as is. There's everything was rusted to crap. That out of there. This out of there. Rubber. Oh, there it is. So again, if you're trying to take something off, it's gonna tell you. There. See, that's attached to this one. So I gotta go over the other side. Cover the wheel. The textures in this game are really impressive. It's such a niche little game. Like it's very little. It's definitely not a type of game for everybody, but it's really well made. So when I think I started saying this earlier. When I'm playing this, like offline, I just oh, God, I was thinking about music and well, I can turn on my radio. The heck is that? Audionautics. There we go. So yeah, when I'm playing on my own, I just like put in some. I don't use the game music, which is why the radio wasn't on. I just put in some Spotify, which I'm not going to stream. Though I don't monetize any of these videos, I still don't feel like having a copyright annoyance. So we just took off everything in the front, set over the mufflers, the back, do all this crap. The air filter didn't have any screws. I don't know why. It just, I guess, it pops into place or something. But thank you for mentioning it. Back suspension. I love this because, like, I've owned pickup trucks. Like, I've owned several. Whoa. I've owned several pickup trucks, and I remember seeing these like in the parts for the suspension. So again, another more points into realism. There. Alright, everything's apart. So same kind of deal. I'm gonna go to the repair bench and see what we can salvage. See, we're getting quite a bit of stuff. It's reaching to 100. Looks pretty good, I think. Jeez. Suspension. Well, we still got a lot of stuff to buy, but... Alright, let's order this by name. Here's the more lengthy part. So bottom, and front knuckle C. Suspension, bottom, front knuckle C. So as I go through, I use kind of a checklist. Like I get rid of the reds. So as I see I need something, okay, go cross member D and sway bar B. And since they're ordered by name as well, they're pretty much in the same order here. So sway bar B, we're gonna find them pretty much on the same page. Used to be mechanic, really? So how you find this game then? Because I like I said, I have no experience in mechanics at all. So I'm just going after like the general sense of realism. It seems pretty neat to me. Front wheel hub, inner tie, we need both of them, and leaf springs, so front wheel hub, inner tie. Front wheel hub, oh, not that. Oh, that's nothing. Oh, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, might as well. I know I probably need those. Front wheel hubs, we got 2 of those. 1, 2 of those. I got that for nothing, but I got another collection of those. 1, 2, excellent. We didn't buy for nothing. Yeah, 2 at each side. Outer tie rod, excellent. We got those, and housing C. They were pretty much almost done already. Housing C. Housing C. No, C, not B. We got an extra B, whatever. Shock absorber. Let's just go check. I keep forgetting to check. Real world is more fun, but yeah, probably. I wouldn't doubt it. So we got some inner tie rods here. Oh, excellent! Look at that. Rear springs. I need all these bushings for sure. I don't think I need that. See, I had a C already. We'll put this in. I don't think we have rear suspension arms in this car. See, we have an extra. Okay, so we might. Oh, it should be sold. Okay, let's see how that looks. Don't need those. Oh, shock absorber caps. Rear springs, we got 2 from our warehouse. Let's save cost. We will most likely need to buy more of those. So let's go with the rear absorber caps. Go. Rear drive axle, need 2 of those. One spring cap and 2 sway bar link B. One upper and 2 wheel hub 3s. I'm gonna check. I remember having wheel hubs here. Oh, excellent. One less. Upper. And I think we might be missing parts. Oh, here we go. So a couple of bearings and a couple of hubcaps. I don't think I have those. Oh, excellent. This is a little buggy here. There we go. Okay. Oh, I had 2 of those. I didn't have to buy them at all. So we need another bearing and 2 of those. Let's start putting. Okay, we didn't buy anything for the muffler system, but let's just get the. Let's get the. Oh, excellent! We saved that big piece. Rear absorber. Oh, it must have been the front absorber bees that I got from the inventory. Rear absorber bees. I can't wait to get the paint shop. That's really when, and the next repair. Like once I can repair the panels or the, because right now even when I get to the end, I can do all the mechanics and I can replace the panels, like the replaceable panels. Oh, we don't have disc brakes. Let's get the brakes. Brakes. Again with the bug. There we go. So, we need 4 brake calibers and 3 brake calibers and 3 brake cylinders. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. And 4 brake pads in a brake servo. Oops. Now we're ready to go. Oh, it's shiny. No tires yet. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, got this, got that, got this, and so... Oh, we can put that on. We had salvaged the gearbox. Always great. I don't think I have a starter. Oh yeah, I forgot the bearings. Oh. Is it drive shaft? This little push over. I love seeing these shiny new parts on this old beater. Think I gotta make this. Okay, this is a double wishbone shock absorber. This brings us to another little. Let's go suspension. So double wishbone shock absorber. 2. Front spring and there. So this is another tool that we have to use here to assemble shocks. So this like kind of stretches it in, whatever. While it's doing that, it really doesn't take very long. But instead of waiting around for nothing, we gotta get these bushels in, bushings in. Oh. Sway bar. Steering knuckle. Who doesn't like shiny things yet? No, but like I said, I have a shop in real life, so I absolutely love finding. I go to them to these like what do you call them? Fairs, if you will, like people that sell like old used stuff that they get from other people, and they go to these places. It's like a middle of a farmer's field, and there's like 20 or 30 of these vendors that are there, and they're selling all kinds of stuff. I find like old woodworking tools from the 18th, like 19th century, all kinds of stuff. It's like it's a treasure hunt, really. I go with my son; he loves it. Oh, we need some more bushings. Whoop. Oh, this is the. This is how you can diagnose. You can like check which parts you've verified or not, and if it's gray, then you have to look at it. So bushing by those. I think we're pretty much done with the suspension. A couple of parts. I'm gonna go get the spring. Okay, so we're just missing this. Oh, there we go. Pushing. Okay, there we go. And we get the front link. So we'll deal with the muffler system in a second. Take this off, put this in. We'll just wait for this one. We also have this nice tire station where we can put the tires on the rims or take them off and then balance them. We have to actually do that manually. So this is already done. For this type of game, I'm all about, like, I don't mind this like little. I love the amount of detail. All right, so we got. Now that's completely finishes up the suspension. Now we just got some OVHD, OVH. A? Why did they put the A on the outside? OVHD front exhaust and front exhaust pipe OVHA. So we can go to the exhaust part and OVHA. HD. Hopefully that's it. Haha, good. Alright, put that in there. We got 2 middle mufflers and then the VH. The mufflers down here. catalytic converters. 2 of those. M. What is you? I know I'm just not seeing it, but okay. Middle. There you go. Okay, get the muffler in. There's a couple of things in the engine we still have to put in, but now let's go to the tires. Let us check what this thing had before. Bask in the realism. I don't need to take all of them off. Oops. Just need to look at tire. Alright, so I gotta mark this down. We got race tire B. We don't need to put the same one. Just race B. They're 15 inches. 2225 60. Alright, and then the rims. They had Rim Retro 10B. Retro 10B. 15 inches. Alright, so we can just sell off the rest of these. And do this. And tire gone. You recoup a little bit of money there. We can go in the rim shop. Sounds odd. Retro 10. It's our choice. There was the 10B. I like the chrome, so I'll do that. 15 inch. Oh. Yeah, I'll balance the tires. Don't worry. I gotta put them in the rim first. All right, so race tire B. I like the white logo on the side. I like that. These are 15 inch, not 5 tires. 225. 60. $3,600 for tires. Oops. I gotta put them on the rim. Much better. Much better. What's that, man? Seeing them two machines, I'm getting nightmares. That means it's realistic. If it's getting your your stress levels up thinking about your job. All right, there we go. Almost done. Almost done. Last 2 pairs. We can go. I even put these on now. While waiting. Look at that. Look at that. It's like icing on a piece of shit. That's what it is. Putting sprinkles on a turd. Do we have any more? We do have more. Can't wait to get the paint shop, boys. We can decide at the end of this episode whether or not we want to actually sell it. Oh, I must be missing a part. Let's see, part. What am I missing? Or no. Oh, got the wheel bearing. There we go. Oh, and the last tire on the balance. Look at all these shiny parts. Oh, same thing. Wheel bearing. Okay, awesome. Let's bring this thing down. Beast. Oh, we can get rid of you. Go back. Alright, let's put the rest of this stuff in. I don't think we got the radiator. We got the brake salvo? Yeah, we did. We don't have a battery. So, there's actually an upgrade to your shop that you can get battery charger. That'll be fun. That would buy like almost $200. Battery in. And radiator C. Do I have a radiator C? I do! Nice. Did I already have one? I quickly saw that we still had our old one. Ah! Okay, we did, but it broke pretty quick. So, okay, we already have the fan in, so that's... Ooh, are we done the friggin' mechanics? All we got is the body left. So we gotta put some engine in. Oh wait, engine oil in. And that's about it. Let's check that out. Ooh, looks pretty good, but I'm gonna put a little bit more. Alright, that should be better. Well, you know, better more than less. Because if you get it like really close to the middle, sometimes it'll actually not register the fact that you got enough oil in there. Alright, so we gotta do something about this. Oh, gotta get that crap out of there. And get this crap out of there. Ugh. Ugly, ugly, ugly. Okay, let's go have some fun and get some body parts on it. Even though we know it's not gonna be perfect because I can't. How do we go this? There. I can't do anything about this. This is. Oh, cool! We got for all this work we're doing, we've been getting a little 1 XP for everything we take off and put back on. So I actually got another point that I can't really do anything with right now. Faster screen on screen. That's gonna be good. So we have to get to. I believe it's this. You can repair body parts. So once I get here, it's another 5 to like almost 10. Well, so I guess I'm here. So another 15 levels. 20 levels. Oh my god. This is the grind, but it's a fun grind. It's just that once I get here, I can actually. Once I get here, I get my paint shop and the dyno. I guess whatever. We'll see if that's fun or not. But I really want the paint shop to be able to repaint this stuff. Okay. So this is a Bolt Reptilia S. So we want to go into this, and we'll sell all this crap. Reptilia. As long as it's, oh yeah, I don't want to sell this because it's the other car. I think. Yeah. Oh no, this is the car we did before. So that's okay. All right. So back to our body shop. See what we can, how nice we can make this. There we go. Oh, it kind of stuttered for a second. Reptilia S. Is that gonna work? No. Right, there are 2 S's. The searching's kind of Reptilia S. Ah. Bolt Reptilia R2. Oh, I guess it's just these. Okay, let's buy one. And we'll test it. Because I don't feel like buying an entire. Okay, alright, good. Okay, so it's the whole top part here. I just bought the other one. Oh crap, I bought 2 parts, nothing. That's $650 wasted. Okay, I can sell them again, but like at the fraction of the cost. Oh, okay. I guess the headlights must be another section of the part. At least it covers up a bit of the rust. I actually want to see this. That's awesome. Okay. There. Oh, there's no window? The front window. Okay, so I gotta check for the backlights. I think I got. Didn't. Right taillight. Left tail. Oh, the right taillight, but I didn't get a bumper. What is going on? Bolt, left taillight. That's weird. Right side mirror. We got that one. And the other one, bolt, non-R2s. Here we go. Right headlight. Where's the... Oh, did we already get the first headlight? Is that it? Where is that? Here, where's that other part? Oh, okay, so I think we already bought that because we got here, okay. So I just clicked on the one we didn't get. So I gotta put in plates as well. Oh, got the back taillight now. Okay. Okay, oh yeah, the mirrors. So, should we take it out for a spin? Oh, yeah, I got the plates. Plates. I'm being overzealous here. Plates don't really matter. I mean, I think it's just an aesthetic thing. I'm not even sure why they really put it in the game. Is there a Canada one? Funny. Canada! No. Let's just put some white ones. Who cares? Alright. Oh, we also have the interior. Okay, and I don't think I have any seats. Do I have any seats? Is there a seat? Ugh. No, let's put something nice. So this is another thing. I don't know necessarily if that I have. Do I have to buy something like really like specific? I'm guessing like racing bucket seats or something. We'll just look for something cool. Why not, right? Here we go. Please work. Yay, work. Not all seats fit in all cars. I'm not sure exactly what the rule is. Do we need a steering wheel? Yeah, there we go. Let's find a cool racing steering racing wheel here. This is funky. Like that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. So, the next major upgrade, I'll be able to like redo the interiors too. It's like just like a little interior kit that I click on, kind of like this this little box here, and it'll redo the entire interior. And there's another one that'll like do the entire frame and stuff. So let's take it out for a spin, or at least let's see if the game will even let us take it out for a spin. This is when we find out whether or not we messed up. So there is fuel tank missing from car. Oh, right, I remember that now. Do we have fuel, anything in our warehouse? Nothing that can help. Last part. So fuel tank, fuel pump. Alright, see if they let us leave. Ha! That means the card's complete. Now we get to go rip up. Let's go see how fast this thing goes. And watch me roll it, and then it just like destroys everything. The third view is, but that's awesome. Oh god, good shit. All that work paid off, and as the creme de la creme and the final test, we'll see. Let's see how much money we made, because we're not gonna keep this car. This is like a middle of the ground kind of old muscle car, old Corvette. My notes at the beginning of the episode, we bought this at $15.60, and let's do the math quickly. We spent, so we started with $108.72, and now we're down to $108. We're down to 72,000. So it roughly, we've spent roughly 25,000. That's a lot of money. So we spent 25,000, and so in total we spent with the total of the cars, that's 40 grand, 40K. Let's see what this thing is going to sell at. I don't expect much more than 5,000-6,000, honestly. That's the problem with this, but nice. So we made $20,000. $20,000, and here's our, like, we can make sure that we've restored everything. So all the parts are 100%. So every single part I've like found and restored or repaired. And the only thing missing are these two things that I can't do. I can't do the interior condition because I haven't ramped up my garage yet, my shop, and I can't fix the frame yet because I don't have that skill as well. But we've completely restored every single part of this vehicle. The engine's completely restored, so yeah. Let's sell this baby. Ka-ching! Back up to 131,000. Before I'll end the episode here, but I'm going to let's go check out my garage. I have a couple of vehicles here that I've worked on or I'm working on. This is the only thing I got from the auction, like out of the box. There's some repairs to do, but like not too much. Oh, this is the first time I've ever seen wires in a car. Oh, maybe because it's the garage? That's awesome. So in the shop there's no wires, but in the parking there is. Nice. Okay. So these Jeeps are actually the same. They're Bronco, yeah, Ford Bronco 302 V8, and so is this 302. Oh, no, they're not the same. This is bigger. Okay. This is one I found in the junkyard and I repaired. So I did the exact same thing we did today. And you're seeing like everything's so nice. Brand new old engine. This thing, I love this thing. If I could find a truck in real life to restore, this would be it. Like, this thing is my dream truck. I'd put in the lift kit, big ass tires, like make sure that it's all like 4x, because I don't think it's a 4x4, but anyway, whatever. So this is the kind of stuff I want to, this is the kind of truck I want to soup up. I found this little thing in junkyard as well, Bolt Cape. So I'll be doing this probably later on this week. But I kind of want to keep these. This one I'll probably just restore and just sell quick and make it maybe couple $1,000 on it. But this one I'm going to keep until I can completely do the body properly and do the paint job and stuff. So yeah. So with that, I'll hope you guys enjoyed this little game in the stream. I mean, I had a lot of fun showing you the guys the game, because I just discovered this game just earlier this week or last week, whatever, and I've been playing this obsessively and having a lot of fun. So if you guys like this episode and you're interested in seeing another build, like we can do trucks, we could do there's even like mods for like go-karts and stuff like that. If you want to see another restoration, or maybe in a week or two, like once I get my full shop open, then we can do another restore and with the paint jobs and everything. So all right, guys. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you haven't already, then like and subscribe the video, and hope to see you guys later.